Hello, Realm Runners, and welcome to the Achroma weekly live stream with your host that has no voice, Charles Barton, otherwise known as Viridian in the Discord. Welcome, one and all. Let me start by saying my apologies to everybody trying to understand me this evening, because I am trying my very hardest to keep my voice going. It's going to be a bit of a husky stream, I'm afraid. I know. For those that saw me at Comic-Con this weekend, welcome. I'll read through all of the chat in just a moment. But for those that weren't at Comic-Con, to give you a bit of an understanding, we had a really good location for our stall. We were right next to one of the center stages. So it was fantastic because we got loads of people coming by, seeing the stand and coming and having a chat with us. But the issue was, we were right next to all of the massive speakers that were playing, interviews and videos all day. So we were having to talk at the top of our voices just to be able to have a conversation. Yeah, lots of water for me. So welcome in, folks. Let me start by welcoming in those who are in the chat. The question that I posed to you today was, which character type or faction would you want to roleplay in Achroma Legends, the TTRPG? So let's go through the chat and see what I missed. So welcome in Radiance, who was first here today. Great to see you. Obviously, pleasure to meet you at Comic-Con today. Welcome in Darth, Rich, Shah as well. Welcome in Yellow Wolf, Alpha, good to see you, mate. Welcome in Shaz, welcome in Sarah, welcome in Taurus, and then welcome in Heron. So Heron was the first person to answer the question of what faction would you want to be. So Heron, you want to be a sea witch. That is a good choice. I like that idea, because you can be on land and on sea as well, which could be a massive bonus. Shah wants to be a chroma worm. I wonder why. Welcome in Richard, who wants to be Tenebris. Good choice. Sarah wants to be a squad leader. Absolutely good choice as well. Taurus is just asking everybody to play Acrom. Welcome in Ragnar. Good choice of Copper Joss as well. Again, the fairies are a good choice. I recently played a one-shot of the RPG where people that played fairies could just fit into all the small little gaps. It was brilliant. Lewis wants to be a pixie. Welcome in Dukin Gaming. Hey, new player here, Dukin in the Discord server. Welcome in, Dukin. Pleasure. I suppose I probably met you, or someone on the team met you in MCM. Even if you didn't join us at MCM, welcome into the Discord server, welcome into the community. Pleasure to have you. So Radiant said, yo, Achroma, yeah, so I was at Comic-Con today, I bought a deck from you, and you were so kind. Thanks for being so nice and welcoming to me and my family and friends. Like I then replied in chat, it was my genuine pleasure chatting to you guys. You were so friendly. I just love people that are happy to chat and have a good time. I'm really glad you enjoyed your demo games, and I know you picked up some packs as well, so welcome into the community. I said it at the show, but I'll say it again. If you have any questions or any issues at all, then just let us know either in any YouTube comments or in our Discord server. You let us know, and myself and the team and the community are always here to support new players. Absolutely. But yeah, welcome in. Nice to see you, OSJ. Obviously, pleasure to see you over this weekend as well. Great to see you. What else did I miss? Welcome in, Darth. Wants to be a salamander. Good choice as well. Yeah, great seeing you, OSJ. Welcome in, Chloe. Can't get off that easily. Yeah, not at all. Good morning, Marsha. Great. Masha. If I said that correctly, welcome in. I've been inclined to roleplay as Tengri. Yeah, the dragons. I've roleplayed as a dragon twice now in the RPG, and it's really fun. Martin says, Pixies for life. I know there's quite a few people in the chat that agree with you. Pixies are well loved in this community. You think playing a researcher monk would be fun? Brilliant. Welcome in, Lord. Martin says, brought this pack yesterday at MCM and played today online with some great teachers. Yes, I saw there were some people in the tables today, which is really good. Obviously, yeah, our community is genuinely very friendly, so it's nice to see, new and old players playing together. Hopefully people were here at the con for the first time that had fan. Now, they had no fans, but hopefully they did have fun. We met at Comic-Con, both me and the girlfriend bought decks. I have green hair. Oh, I do remember you because I thought your hair was amazing. Yeah, welcome into both of you. Weren't you two you both said you were content creators, right? You both do streaming, if I remember correctly. So, welcome in, new and old. So, this is our weekly Achroma stream. So, on the right-hand side of the screen, this is how the stream usually runs. Now, this is a bit of a different stream because of the fact that it was delayed because of Comic-Con. Normally, it would start at 7 p.m. That's every Sunday at 7 p.m. We will be here on the YouTube. We'll only ever delay it for extreme circumstances, like the fact that I had to travel home. In terms of how the streams work, so for the stream, we always start by talking through the Achroma news, events, and previews. So anything new, any events, and any previews for this week. We then have a half an hour realm table discussion. This is where we normally get some of the community or some of the core team on the stream with me, and we have a bit of a discussion for 30 minutes about what's currently the talking topic in Achroma. Now, for this stream only, we're not going to be doing the realm table segment, purely because, as you can tell, I probably need to reduce how much I'm talking, so we're not doing a realm table segment today, but that will return next week. And then what we like to do is do a community showcase where we turn the camera on you guys, metaphorically. I haven't got cameras set up in your houses. And we show off any fan art you've created, any content you guys have created. And we basically like to show off anything that you guys have done in the community this week. So that is the Achroma weekly live stream. Let's get into it. And also welcome in Snake in a Hat. Fantastic. Great to meet you this weekend as well at Comic-Con. You haven't met it. You haven't met it. You haven't missed it. So yes, let's start with the Achroma news, events, and previews. So quite a bit of news to cover because we've had a lot of new things coming out over the weekend. Now, some of you will already know bits and bobs about these news because we did do a Discord showcase on Thursday evening that I know that about 20 of you caught. And we obviously, those were at Comic-Con with us. A lot of what I'm about to mention, we will have spoken to you about at Comic-Con. But it's always good to get a bit of clarity. So a lot of it will be the same. So to start with, for those that didn't know, we did a Kickstarter campaign earlier in the year to kickstart some of the new products, and we have had some major updates that I want to share with you. Firstly is the release of our Achroma Binder. So for some of you will have pledged for this in the Kickstarter, and some of you over the last few months will have also pre-ordered this. This is a really awesome card binder to be able to store all of your Achroma cards. It has enough card sleeves to hold every single card from chapter 1. I think it's 396 cards. It's larger than your usual binder. Now, I don't have one on me. I'm still waiting for mine to be delivered, but they are massive. Like, they are genuinely, like, huge, but they are top quality. So what I wanted to mention is that if you did pre-order them in the Kickstarter, or if you did pre-order them since, if you haven't already received yours, they are being sent out over the next few days, so you should receive them in the next week or so. For those that didn't back it on the Kickstarter or the pre-order, it is now available on our website. It is linked down below. For those at Comic-Con, I apologize. We were hoping to have some at the event, but in all the chaos of getting down to Comic-Con, I think it got forgotten in the truck. So we actually were planning on bringing some to Comic-Con, but unfortunately we forgot. But if you were at Comic-Con, you did actually get a chance to see it, because at Comic-Con we had all those binders on the nice little book stands. Those were the binders. So you can purchase them online for £30. The link is down below. How many sleeves per page? It's 9-page sleeves. 9-page sleeves, but 396 sleeves in total. So it's quite a big book. Very big. So yes. So if you pre-ordered it or backed it, it's already on its way to you. If you didn't, you can buy it now down below. So the next bit of news about the Kickstarter is this. I've got my very own in front of me. No image needed. So in terms of what this is, I'm actually going to explain what this is a little bit later in the stream. So I'm not going to detail exactly what it is now, but all I will mention is for those that backed the TTRPG, the tabletop role-playing game, if you backed it on the Kickstarter, you will have gotten an email today from Chris Hillman through the Kickstarter page asking you to pick a palette. It will have asked you to choose a palette. So we will need you to reply to that email ASAP and tell us which palette you would like to have with your starter pack. I will explain in just a few moments' time what that pack is, but I firstly wanted to explain that if you did back the Kickstarter, check your emails and reply to it so that we can get your one of these sent out to you ASAP. It's really exciting. I'm legit coughing just to hearing my voice, I know. And the worst part is, folks, is that for those who don't know, Achroma isn't my full-time job. I am a trainer by trade. I have to talk all day for my job. And I am starting with a new class tomorrow. And I have them 9 till 5 all next week. Maybe I'll give you a bit of a voice message of my voice throughout the week to see if I still exist. So next bit of news then, folks, is about the Sparata season updates. Now, I know we have a lot of new players, so I'd like to explain this in a little bit of detail. For older players, you'll know exactly what I'm about to talk about. So in Achroma, we call it the evolving card game, and there's many different reasons why we call it that, some of which we probably explained to you at Comic-Con if you were there. But a big part of the evolving part of the game is that every 3 months we have a 1-month season where we track all of the games of Achroma. So for those that don't know, if you win in Achroma by getting up to 30 shards, we call that a Chroma win, kind of like the good guys. If you reduce your opponents down to 0, that's considered an Achrom win. So in the first month of every 3-month season, we track all of the games that are played online through our app. And it's a push and pull between good versus bad. And at the end of the month, whichever side wins, the good or the bad, that will impact the next release of cards. So some cards will be different in the next set based on which side win. And it will also change the actual story and the world itself. So right now, we're currently in the middle of the Sparata season, the Fall of Flutterby, the battle that you can see happening on screen there. You guys are literally deciding with the law of Achroma what is going to be the outcome of that battle by playing games. So how we track that is by using our Achrometer. So you can access this Achrometer on our website. Now, for those who are at Comic-Con, you know that our new website, achroma.games, has launched. We are currently in a phase of transferring stuff over. The Achrometer is still currently on our old website, achroma.cards. You can see it there, but it will be on our new website in the next day or two. But you can see here that if I click on season, let's see which side is currently winning. So Chroma is currently winning. You can see it here. Chroma has 570 wins. Achroma has 500. So Chroma is in the lead by 70. There is only 3 more days to go. On Tuesday, the 31st at midnight. So as in 23:59 on the 31st of October is when the season ends. So even those of you that have just joined at Comic-Con, it is not too late for you guys to influence this season. take your new cards, play with your family and friends, and make sure you're using the companion app that we showed you at MCM. Make sure you use the companion app because that will track your games and you guys could be fighting for good or evil, and we'll get the results next week. Really exciting times for Achroma. So yeah, that is the Sparta season that we're currently in play. What have we got in chat at the moment? Awesome. Acrom for the win. Go Chroma. Stop the counts. You should report this part and save your voice. Nah, I haven't had time to record this part, Heron. I literally got home from Comic-Con, had half an hour to prep, and then I've been straight in the stream. Michael, welcome into the stream, my friend. Bought Flutterby Deluxe box at MCM yesterday and loving the palettes. Yeah, very good choice with Flutterby. We're right in the middle of the Flutterby season as well, so what a great time. Pleasure to meet you. I'm not sure if it was myself you spoke to, Michael, but either way, it was brilliant to meet you and everybody at Comic-Con. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, and genuinely a massive thank you from the team for, helping us by growing as a game. Welcome to our lovely Achroma community. I hope you feel welcomed here. What else we got in the chat? Martin, got to pull my weight for us. I'm sorry I'm late, no worries. Welcome in playing Achroma. Chroma from the win. Welcome in, Troy. Voice is sounding great. I know. I wish this was my normal voice. It sounds quite husky and powerful. But normally it's not. Get this guy a hot ginger drink. I've got water, thankfully. It was my bro bought the Draco box as well. I think I remember you guys, and I think I remember saying that Draco was actually my preference because I'm always a fan of Draco. Adrian, I didn't back the TTRPG Kickstarter, but pre-ordered on the website. What will I get now? Very good question, Adrian. Stick around for just a few minutes. It's coming up in my news list. I'll be talking about that in just a moment, Adrian, but welcome into the stream. Welcome in, Liam F. I now have all the trolls. Do not regret. Very nice. I'm really sorry, but I need to go now. Thanks so much for introducing me to the game. No worries, Radiance. If you want to watch the rest of the stream, when I finish the stream, it stays as a recording, so you can always watch the rest of it another day. But thank you very much. I know you've had a very busy day yourself. Have a lovely evening, my friend. Forgot to book days off work and win. Sorry, you're going to book days off work and win for Acrom. Very nice. Try singing some Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. Maybe at the end of the stream if you guys are good. So next bit of news is the Discord showcase. So I know that some people are new to the community, so wouldn't have known this happened. But on Thursday before Comic-Con, we did our first ever Discord showcase. This was essentially an event in our Discord where we did a showcase where we had all of the core, a lot of the core team online with our webcams on in front of you guys, a live audience, where we kind of explained some of the updates to the TTRPG, some of the updates to the Kickstarter that I'm talking about now, and just generally had a bit of an opportunity to have a bit of a Q&A with the core team. It was a really good event. Thank you to the 25 people that turned up. It was a really good showing, and it was a really good introduction to what we can do with these showcases. So we are going to look to try and do one of these showcases at least once a month, if not every couple of months. The idea of them is to give you guys a bit of a connection to the team behind Achroma, where you guys can ask Q&As to the core team, give us feedback on what's happening, and also for us to give you some updates behind the scenes, first look at some new stuff. In terms of the date of the next one, I don't know yet, but keep an eye on the Discord for that. Vocal Zone Lozenges works wonders for speakers. Give them a go. I will pick some up tomorrow morning. So next bit of news is about Comic-Con. Of course it was about Comic-Con. So I have a bit of a script that I go through with my streams. Do you want to know what the script is for Comic-Con? Improv this bit. I was there. I'm sure I can talk about it. So I will. I'll do a bit of improv. So yes, Comic-Con was absolutely fantastic. Whilst I talk about it, I'll go through a few photos that we've got. So yes, this was our third year at Comic-Con, because the first year of Comic-Con was 2021. And the funny thing about Comic-Con in 2021, now I wasn't in the company at that time, but I was aware of them, and they gave me a bit of insight. When they were at 2021, they only had one set of cards. That was the Salem Planum. And they had all these promises, hey, we haven't got an app yet, but we will have an app. We haven't got an RPG, but we want to make an RPG. We haven't got a website, but we want a website. When they first came to Comic-Con, it was all just promises with a few bits of artwork. They didn't even have cards to sell. They literally just had cards to show and say, this is what you will be getting. Look at the difference. 3 years, Achroma has only been trading, 2 years later, not 3 years. It started 2-year birthday on Tuesday. 2 years later, look at us now. We have 6 sets to sell. We have all this beautiful artwork. We have the RPG that we're going to be talking about today. We have, a slightly more expanded team. And I just want to highlight that we are all so proud of where Achroma has come. And this event, Comic-Con, has been our biggest event yet to be able to really showcase that. Happy early birthday. Thank you. It'll be on the 31st of October. So yeah, the actual event itself was fantastic. It was we had a bit of a hitch at the start. We were running late due to traffic on the Thursday to get set up. So there was a bit of a panic setup on Thursday and Friday, but we were there ready to go Friday morning. There was only a team of 4 of us for most of the weekend as pictured. We had 1 extra person join us on the Saturday and a cameraman. So it was just 4 of us. So I think, I can speak to those. I did a 46-hour weekend, and I know these 3 did pretty much the same hours, if not a bit more, with their travel. But we loved every minute of it. Some of those days, I think I only had like a 15-minute break, and that's not due to being overworked. That's due to every single one of us in that picture. We loved talking to you guys. We couldn't get enough of it. And thank you to everybody that joined us at the stall. It was just brilliant. We had the spinning wheel as well, which was really fun. People loved that to get your promo cards. We had demo games running at emerging side quest gaming. It was just really fun. We had our Achroma guild members, which are some of our VIPs that joined us on the Saturday and helped bring the community together and experience Comic-Con with us, which is brilliant. It was just a fantastic event, guys. What can I say? Got some of the other pictures as well. We had a really nice little setup on our stand, and there are some, some new items here that we are about to talk about. Nice little setup as well. Got a few pictures of our Achroma guild members coming and picking up some of the Deluxe Realm boxes as well. Thank you to those, obviously, came for that. I had to show this as well. This was a picture of another one of our guild members coming in with their It cosplay, which looked absolutely brilliant as well. So well done to Rich for that cosplay. Absolutely brilliant. I think that was all my pictures I needed to show. So yeah, we'll go back to this picture for the time being. So yeah, I can't stress enough, folks. I could speak about it for the next half an hour, but again, thank you to everybody that's at Comic-Con. It was a great event. It was very successful for us as well. We weren't too sure how people were going to find the deluxe boxes and the starter boxes, but people loved them, and it was just really good. I can't stress enough. Thank you to everybody. What else have we got in the chat in the meantime? What did I miss? Not seeing this many people in the live stream, a big whole 30. Yeah, it's really good. And that just shows just how many lovely new people have joined us, Heron. You saw me, clearly the best bit. Absolutely, Lewis. Any plans for official Achroma card sleeves from Dukin? Yes. So we are partnering with VoltX. VoltX are the company that made our binders that we've just got. And they also were the ones that helped us with our playmats. They are currently working on card sleeves. They are currently in prototype, where we're currently working out the best way to manufacture them that is eco-friendly, as well as getting the best designs. I don't have an ETA for when they are coming out, so my personal recommendation is don't wait for ours, because it could still be months. If you want to sleeve your cards now, please go ahead and just buy a different card sleeve to keep your cards protected, but there will be Achroma card sleeves in the future. What else have we got? Happy early birthday, thank you. Rachel will be so happy to have the anniversary on Halloween. I know, exactly. Yeah, a 2-year birthday on Tuesday. Any discounts or giveaways? I'm not aware, Lord, but if there is, I'm sure they'll tell me to post on Tuesday. Yeah, Lewis has a very good beard. I remember discovering Achroma at Birmingham at the Games Expo, and it was still small. Only the Chapter 1 stuff, no RPG or heroes, but they've come a long way. Absolutely, and it's why it's the evolving card game. We strive to keep bringing out new game modes that you guys can play with your same collections. I'm not sure you can speak about it forever in the moment. No, that is true. Trying to convince my boyfriend and sister to play. Very nice, Snake. That sounds good. I know my colorblind friend had a chat with you guys. I'm super happy to hear the solution has been worked on. Absolutely. And yes, Liam, binders. So I said earlier in the stream that our binders are now for sale. If you didn't already pre-order or back one, you can see the link down below. They are 396 pages, and they are enough for all of the Chapter 1 cards, and they have beautiful Achroma artwork on the inside and outside. My only issue with the Deluxe boxes is I don't have enough spare change to buy them all. Well, the good news, Scott, and I promise this is good news, is that these deluxe boxes will never go out of stock. Well, there might be a bit of a delay between them selling out and getting new ones printed, but the point being is we will continue to print them whilst there is demand. So I appreciate that, it is quite a lot of money to fork out to buy all 4 in one day, but you can buy one today, one next year, one the next year, whenever it is affordable for you. And I appreciate there was MCM Comic-Con discounts. We always like to throw discounts around every now and then, so keep an eye on our socials for other discounts for when it'll be put down to lower prices. Cool. And yes, Dragon Shield are good. So my next bit of news then. So for those that were asking, I know that, who was it that was asking earlier about what do I get if I back the Kickstarter? Adrian. So we've got a few new products that came out this weekend that I want to share with you. So first things first are the starter boxes. These boxes here. So if you were at Comic-Con, then you probably already know what are in these. So what I'm about to explain is more for those, if you weren't at Comic-Con and if you weren't in the Discord, the Discord showcase, then let me explain a little bit about these. Also, can we get a big welcome in the chat for Jack? For those that were at Comic-Con, Jack Constantine is one of the co-founders of Achroma. It is his and his wife Rachel's creative brains that came up with the entire universe of Achroma, and they were the ones with their friends Dan and Chris, Dan Renton, which you guys would have met at Comic-Con, that made Achroma. If it wasn't for Jack and Rachel, you guys wouldn't have this game in hand. So a big hello or thank you in chat for Jack. Welcome in, Jack. Pleasure to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. Now, I should say as well, can I just mention, folks, a really good opportunity to mention, can we also get a round of thank yous in chat? Because for those at Comic-Con, you guys will have seen there was 4 of us, which is about a quarter of the team we have. But I can't stress enough, folks, that all of the other Realm Run Studios team members have been working tirelessly for the last 6 weeks or so. I'm talking, I probably shouldn't say it, but some of the team have been working 20, 40, 60 hours a week more than they should do, because all of them have been absolutely committed and passionate about getting these boxes into your hands and also working on the RPG that we're going to talk about in a moment. So I can't stress enough that although you guys only met a small handful of the team at Comic-Con, the rest of the team were probably resting kindly in their beds because they've all been working tirelessly. Also a big welcome into Tati Von T, who is the other half of Jack and the other creative half of Achroma. Great to see you, both of you. Going back to the starter box then. So what these are, folks, is this is sort of like this is a new product that we brought in that is sort of your entry point to the world of Achroma. It comes with everything you need to get involved. So as you can see here, it comes with a single box of Achroma cards. In here, for those that don't know, this is 40 cards, which will get you started for the game mode Achroma Canvas and the game mode Achroma Heroes. Keep in mind, this is still one palette, so your friends would need their own palette as well. But then what you'll notice that because you can actually slot it in, you can choose whatever palette you want to slot in. But then what you get with the rest of this box is, I'm going to unbox mine now. I haven't even unboxed mine yet. Let's do that. Let's do that, shall we? So what you get in the box is, this is my favorite bit. Look at this. So for those at Comic-Con, you've seen this in the flesh. It's beautiful. So this is a 136-page Achroma, it's called the Realm Runner's Guide. This is a really detailed book that has all of the chapter 1 lore, artwork, and short story. Oh, I've got cards in here. What have I got? Oh, there's things falling on the floor. I'll get those in a minute. I'll get them now. There we go. This is a book full of Achroma art, lore, and short stories. So this isn't like, rules. This is 136 pages just of lore and artwork. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's a really good way. If you're new to Achroma, or even if you've been playing Achroma for years, there is so much information in here that tells you so much about the game. It's beautiful. The other reason for this is the TTRPG. So for those who don't know, we ran the Kickstarter earlier in the year with the backing that we are going to be creating a tabletop role-playing game for Achroma. And some of you also know that for a while it's been out in alpha phase. So what we've been releasing for this weekend is we are now looking to release the TTRPG, which we're now calling Achroma Legends. So if you see Achroma Legends in the Discord or announcements, that is now what we're calling the RPG. So the RPG is coming out early next week. So that's a question that I know a few people have had. Now, critically, in this box, what you also get is one of these cards. Now, I'm going to be very careful about how I turn this around because what's behind my finger is an unlock code. So now I appreciate this isn't going to mean anything to the Comic-Con attendees, but when we originally did the backing for the Kickstarter, we originally were putting out pledges for a physical hardback rulebook. Now, what the team has made a decision on is we are, rather than printing a rulebook that could go out of date, this is essentially the book that you are getting. We decided not to put the rules in the book because just like our card game, Achroma Legends is going to be evolving. You know, we might add new things. We might tweak things if they're too powerful or too weak. So what we didn't want to do was give you guys a book that then 2 months down the line was out of date. So instead, you have this physical book, which is beautiful, with all of the artwork and the lore that you need to be able to be the realm master for the RPG. And instead, the RPG is now going to be through an online portal. For those that have played things like D&D, if you've used things like D&D Beyond or Roll20, it is very similar to that, whereby all of the information, your character building, is all going to be on a beautifully designed online database at your disposal through your digital companions. And essentially, the unlock code you get there is for that digital content. Now, some of you will already have this in your hands. The code won't scan now, but like I said, early next week, it will be releasing. We will announce that on our Discords and Facebook and all of our social medias, so you'll be able to get straight involved as soon as it is done. So yes, that is, so for those that backed on the Kickstarter and have pre-ordered, so that's what your email is about. You're being emailed so that you can select your palette, and then we are going to be sending you this box. Now, to be very clear, this box is actually being retailed at £58 because that is actually what it's worth. When you get the £20 palette, the RPG, which is worth £35, this book, which I don't actually know the value, but it's at least £20 or £30, and some of the other bits you get in it, like the shard cards, it's valued at £58. So those that pre-ordered it or Kickstarter, you guys have got it for 35 quid. So you've gotten a really good deal there. And obviously you've had access to the alpha for a while as well. If you have any questions, for those that backed us on the Kickstarter or pre-ordered it, if you have any other questions at this point, let me know. I'm going to catch up a little bit of the chat, and then we're going to carry on with talking about other bits about it. What have I got in the chat this time? So let's see. What do I get? Starter boxes. This perks my interest. So yes, there is another starter box in a moment, Yellow Wolf. I'll get to that in just a moment. You guys smashed it. Well done. Rachel, we also all smashed our voices, but we were all still smiling at the end, and that's the main point. What else did I get in the chat? I'm just going to skim through. Thank you so much to the Achroma team. If there's any support to the community can give, we're happy to help. That's very kind, Ragnar. It's an unboxing video. Absolutely. It's a really cool book. I can't stress it's amazing. And I got to look at it all weekend. I love the book. Dan did an amazing job putting it all together. I mean, the whole team did, Rachel. The whole team did so good with all this. And Dan did work very hard. I've started reading the book already. Brilliant. As soon as Kaz saw it, she wanted to look at the book. I'm not surprised. You loved watching the lore videos on YouTube. Thank you, Scott. We're really proud of those. No live code giveaway, no. I don't even want to talk about my D&D Beyond hours. Oh, no. I mean, that clearly means that you like online databases, so you will like ours. Will there be a way of getting just the RPG book? So not currently, Ragnar, because we're trying to make a point of to play the RPG, you do ideally need to have some cards. So I respect the fact that some of you already have cards and probably don't need the extra box. But believe me, as an avid collector of the cards myself, I have 2 copies of everything. You could never have too many cards when it comes to the RPG. Think of this extra box as a way, like, let's say you were going to be playing with some friends, but maybe one of your friends hasn't got the cards yet. You could almost use this extra box to go, well, they can use that box whilst you use your card. So currently, no, there is not a way to buy this book independently. There may be something like that in the future, but I'm not going to guarantee that because that's just me waffling. Currently, the only way to get this book is through this starter box or the deluxe box, which I'll be talking about in just a moment. I might be poking you at some point to ask your opinions on starter packs. Absolutely, Yellow. I know that you want to look at getting some packs for FurCon, so no worries at all. We can discuss that. Oh yeah, I'm assuming the book will be sold in the future. Like I said, yeah, maybe, but I can't guarantee. I have the cards, but would want the book alone or is that not possible? Yeah, so we'll see. Hey, Nutritious, great to see you, buddy. D&D is already my life. I think I'm never leaving my house. I can hear you sounding a little low on your voice box energy. It's sounding low, Rachel, but no less enthusiasm, because I genuinely, this weekend, I have been fueled by the enthusiasm of everybody that's come to the stand. I had like maybe one 15-minute break in most of the 12-hour days I've done, because I've always just wanted to talk to the next person because every single person I spoke to at the stand was nothing but kind, friendly, and so intrigued about the game that I've had such a fun time talking to everybody. So yeah, I'm enthused. Extra cards are a great way to make another palette, so don't have to break up an existing one. Yeah. Charlie Waffle, never. Been sharing my cards with co-worker and friends too. Lovely. So yeah, so that is the starter box. You also get in the starter box a pouch of shards cards. And you also get a couple of kind of flyers as well for our apps. Now, something else that I should mention at this point in time, folks. This is something we've been just talking about for a while in the last few weeks. And it is also something we've been telling people at Comic-Con. To be very aware, for a long time, our companion app has been one single app. And you guys in the Discord that have been around for a while have known that we're very soon going to be splitting to 3 apps. So for those that are not aware, very soon, and I say very soon because we were hoping to get it ready by this weekend, but like I said, the teams have been working tirelessly hard and it's just not ready yet. I've been told that we're looking at early next week. But in early next week, I'm not sure if this is going to focus, but our apps are going to split into 3. So there'll be the Achroma Companion app, which is exactly the same as you guys know it. So to play Achroma Canvas and Heroes. There will be the Achroma Legends app. So that'll be an app separate for the RPG only. And then there'll be a third app called Achroma Adventure, which all of these are free to download, by the way. The Achroma Adventure app, for those that don't know, we do have a choose your own adventure set in the Achroma world. It's a completely free app. You don't even need the cards. It's just a really fun, free way to dive into the Achroma universe in a fun choose your own adventure. So you will all have one app for now, but these 3 apps will be out very, very soon. What else have I got here? How was the doggy welcome at home? Yeah, he was very good to see me. Do we know when the RPG is going on sale? Ragnar, it is on sale right now. I've linked both. So this starter box where you can get your download code for the RPG is in the link in the description down below. To be very clear, the RPG is releasing next week. So although you can get your code today, well, when you get the box delivered to your house, although you can purchase the box today and you'll get your code in it, the RPG content will be unlocking early next week. But you can purchase your box ready today down below. The Adventure app is single player, Marsha. Now, there is like achievements and stuff, so you can compare it with your friends, but it is a single player experience. So let's talk about the deluxe boxes then, because this is on the same flavor as what we're just talking about. And this is a new product. For those that haven't bought Achroma yet, this is a really, really good entry point to the game. And it's also very good for those that are looking to expand their collection. So this is really like an advanced version of this. So where in this, you get one box. In the deluxe box, which unfortunately I don't have one with me, I'll zoom in a little bit here. You can see what you get. So you get a total of 222 Achroma cards. Specifically, you get the ones for that Chronicle. So you can see we've got a deluxe box for each of our 4 Chapter 1 Chronicles. So there's Salem Planum, for Curse of Codal Hill, Draco Temple, Fall of Flutterby, and Warriors of Wishwell. So you get 5 of these Achroma palettes. You get the 3 standard palettes for that Chronicle, plus the 2 expansion boxes to be used for deck building. So you can see pictured there, you get all 5 boxes, which is 222 cards. You also get the Realm Runner Guide. So you do get this 136-page book in this as well. You also get the Achroma Legends Unlock Code. So again, you get the RPG. You get the Chronicle-specific Warriors of Wishwell playmat. So you get one of our beautiful playmats, which I do have one around, but it's under some boxes, so I'm not going to lift it up now, but they are beautiful playmats. And then lastly, you also get a Haim Shard Cash card, which looks like this, because I bought myself an extra one today. You could never have too many. One of our cards worth £5, the Haim Shard Cash cards, which some of you won today on our spinning wheel. So yeah, it's these boxes retail for £150, which does sound like quite a lot, but when you consider just how much you are getting, the actual product value, if you take the individual items, it's worth nearly £200. So these are £50 cheaper at £150. Those who are at Comic-Con got it at a very good deal of £130. And, you know, we will do discounts and promos in the future, so always keep your eye out. But essentially, these deluxe boxes, if you are somebody looking to expand your collection, or if you are really sold on the game, and you just say, Charlie, I love the dragons. I just want everything dragons, please. Then this is your go-to box. With a box like this, you have enough cards to be able to make 6 or 7 pallets, which is perfect for your 6-player games, friends and family around the table. You can, plenty of cards to pallet build. I can't sell this box hard enough. If I was brand new to the game at this point, if this was the first Comic-Con I found it, that would have been the go-to I went to. And again, it's kind of like the advanced version of the starter. And again, it is available to buy now. You could get the link down below. Although, again, just to remind, the RPG part, when you get the code, it'll be unlocking early next week. If you have any questions about the starter box or the deluxe box, you can either ask me in chat now, you can ask us in Discord or our social medias and we'll answer. I'm also going to be posting an announcement in the Discord and on the Kickstarter update page very soon to explain it all again, just so that it is crystal clear. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. So what else did I miss in the chat in the meantime? Yeah, the adventure game is brilliant. So for those that back the Kickstarter, they had a kind of an alpha version to try. So take it from them. It is really fun. Do I remember you saying there's going to be an animation? So there is the animation created by Feral Child Studios, which you saw, which is the trailer on our YouTube channel, and you saw it in the video. We haven't got like a planned animation. It's something that we are looking into. We would love to have an animation. I think it would make Jack and Rachel probably tear up to see it. To be very clear, it's not something that is being worked on. It's just something that we are striving to achieve in the future at some point, because it's definitely something that would be worthy of an anime. I think we can all agree. Maybe I could I want to voice Fungwa. I'm saying to Jack and Rachel, if we ever do an animation, if I don't get to voice Fungwa, that's it. I'm out. I'm leaving. Job done. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So what else have we got in the chat? I grabbed a Curdle Hill one at the weekend. It's beautiful. Yeah, the unboxing experience of the deluxe boxes is just amazing. The team did an amazing job of designing it. It's like opening like a high, you're opening up tier after tier. I wish I had one with me to do it. But you know what? I will direct you towards some of our creators. I'm going to be talking about them very soon, but you can see their links down below. Some of our Achroma creators have actually got these boxes already, and they've done some unboxing videos. Definitely go check out those. They're linked down below, but I'll talk about them again later. Welcome in, Ayad. Great to see you. Yes, that's what 46 hours at Comic-Con will do to you. Great to see you, Ayad. The playmat's the next level. Absolutely. Free code? What free code? So the adventure game is playable now. Oh, yeah. So the adventure game will be coming out early next week as well. Achroma comics on manga? Oh, I would agree, Martin. That would be nice. What would he sound like? He'd probably be like, I'm gonna give you the proper essence by removing my face for a moment. I feel like he'd be like, hello, everybody. My name is Fangua, and welcome to the Sparata realm. That is also one of the voices I do when I run TTRPGs, so feel free to join me for one of those. I want a voice roll now too. The deluxe box is amazing. I love my Dracos, in case anybody doesn't know. Yeah, they are genuinely brilliant. Genuinely. So, right, my next bit of news. That was impressive. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. So, what's my next bit of news then? This is a bit of kind of like news that we mention every week, but for some people this will news. So some of you at the Comic-Con will have seen this Sparta Fall card. Some of you will have gotten one with your order, or you would have got one by spinning the wheel. So this is our limited edition promo card for the Sparta 3-month season that we're currently in, that ends at the end of December. I just like to mention every week that if you spend £30 or more in store or on the Achroma online website, the Achroma.games website, you will get one of these in your order. They are limited to only 1,200, so get them whilst they are hot, folks. That voice was amazing. It was like Yoda on helium. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Yes, you want it. Yeah, quite a few people want it. It's really, really good cards. I cheered every time someone won it because it's also just very beautiful. So that is all of the Achroma news. We now have some events to talk about. I'll go through these quite quickly. Some of them may be near you, some of them might not. So if you're anywhere near Poole in Dorset, you can visit the Five Realms Gaming Lounge. That is actually kind of the main store that stocks Achroma. It's actually where most of the staff work from. So if you want to come meet some of the team, come down to Five Realms. And you can come and play Achroma at any time. But on Thursdays at 6 p.m. till 9:30, we do Achroma Thursdays at the Five Realms Gaming Lounge. Whether you're brand new to the game or experience, come down. It's free to enter, and we do often do a mini tournament for £2 where you can win some prizes as well. I've got to go, but it's been very fun. No worries, I appreciate it is getting quite late. It is a later stream than usual, but thank you very much for being in the stream. It's great to see you at the event and see you around. If you need any low bass voices, I could offer my service. Well, Apparently I can, Scott, if I talk enough. The next event to talk about is at Patriot Games at 6:15 every Monday night. Patriot Games, which is over in Sheffield, does a Achroma palette practice. It's free to enter, so head over there on Mondays. On Tuesdays at 6 p.m. at the Boards and Swords Hobby Store, and that is in Derby, if that's anywhere near you. They do Achroma games every Tuesday at 6 p.m. It is run by Rich, who I believe is in the stream at the moment. Rich is kind of like the ambassador for that store. Cannot stress enough how amazing that store is. Please go and visit it and play Achroma on Tuesday nights. And yes, my next event. So I spoke a moment ago about Patriot Games in Sheffield. They are running their first ever tournament, and that is on the Sunday, the 19th of November. It is £5 entry, but there are huge prizes. So I'll read them out. First prize gets £100 in cash and a collector's edition of their choice, as well as a custom playmat from Patriot Games. Second prize gets £50 in cash and a collector's edition of their choice. Third and fourth prizes are £25 of an Achroma voucher and an Achroma palette of your choice. And then lots of other people will get promo cards for entries, as well as some shard cards, depending on where they come as well. So a really big tournament. I think that's actually the biggest prize pool tournament ever. So definitely head to that one if you can make it to Sheffield on Sunday, the 19th of November. It doesn't matter whether you're a brand new player or experienced, whether you've got a pre-constructed palette or you make something custom, you can have a go and win something. Definitely head down. And then the next event is one that if you were at the Comic-Con, you will have seen us been talking about this. So this is on the 30th of November. It's going to be in Soho, London, and it is our next Achroma in-person showcase. We're looking to do these every 6 months, and it is a highly anticipated event, of which I've got all the details here because these cards were given out at Comic-Con. So to be very clear, it is in person and it is a limited guest list. We are only going to have a space for limited people. Now, for those that picked up this card, there is a QR code to be able to guarantee your place, and you can also register this by going to achroma.games. However, to be very clear, again, due to a slight technical delay, that hasn't gone live yet. Again, I know I keep saying early next week for a few things here, folks, but please believe us that it will be early next week. You'll be able to scan this code or go to achroma.games early next week. I will announce in the Discord when it goes live, and you guys will be able to sign up for free if you would like to go to that event. Please only sign up if you can go. Please don't just put your name down if you can't go, because it is limited spaces. When we reach the capacity, we will stop taking guest lists down. But what's going to be happening there is there's going to be a highly anticipated launch event. So we do have a new product that is going to be discussed and launched there. We have some first look reveals. We are going to have a lot of the core team there, where you'll be able to get some, you can get some signed artwork and some signed cards. You'll be able to meet the world builders and the game makers and have chats with them. There'll be some guest panels and some master classes. There will be game tables to obviously play the game. We will be running a Beat the Team challenge, and there is also going to be ideally some cosplay. I'm probably going to wear my Sprat Morale cosplay because I wore that to the last Christmas party, and I'm going to wear that as well. So really exciting. So put that date in your diaries and keep an eye on our socials for the guest list opening up very, very soon. Let me just check chat to make sure I didn't miss anything. Need some events in Cambridge? Absolutely. So I can't stress enough, Martin, that we are sorry, that's the wrong word. We are really eager to get Achroma into as many card game stores as possible. So if you have any local card game shops, Martin, that you think might be interested in Achroma, go there, speak to them, show them the cards. And if they are interested in stocking Achroma or having some events there, then get them in contact with myself or Chris Hillman in the Discord. And we can actually look to run demo events. We will actually drive up to the stores and run demo events in your local card game store. And we will also look to run events in your stores as well. And if that store ends up actually stocking Achroma, we do have a generous finder's fee for community members that do manage to get, card game stores to back us. So definitely worth considering it. What else did I miss? I need Knut to sound like Samuel Jackson. I have no good reason for this. You know what? I second that, Liam. I second that. I'm not sure whether we can afford Samuel Jackson, but I'm sure we can find someone similar. Heading there for the tournament. Fantastic. Car share available. Brilliant. Shame we're not doing it in pool again. The grand tournament? No, I'll be doing more grand tournaments in pool, Sarah. Don't you worry about that. I'll be down again for that. Lucy Lawnflower, welcome in. You need some events in Wales. Absolutely. I would love to do some events in Wales. Again, let us know which card game stores are local to yourselves. We can contact them, try and get some events there. We would absolutely love that, Lucy. And also welcome into the community and the stream. I would love to go to the showcase, but it's a long trip. That's fair enough. Oh, the showcase will be live streamed. I forgot to mention, this showcase will be live streamed. So if you can't make it in person, you're not going to miss out on at least seeing the new stuff. You just won't be in there to kind of, feel it in your hands. Everyone who was back the 1200 Kickstarter got to make their cards. I know there were a few. Sorry. Everyone who's backed the 1200 Kickstarter got to make their cards. I know a few. Sorry, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Aaron. I'm moving to Wales. Let's get Achrometer to Welsh stores. Let's do it. Let's do it, Dukin. Why not? For reference, by the way, in the Discord, there is a IRL players section where we don't want people to ever, write exactly where you live. Please do not do that. But you can, ask people, hey, I'm near this area in Wales. Is anybody else? And you can arrange meetups, should you want to find Achroma players in your area. Yeah, can't make it in person, but we'll be in there in spirit. Brilliant. The custom card tier, I think Harry's talking about. Oh, I see. Right. Gotcha. So there we go. That is the Achroma showcase. And with that, that is the end of the Achroma news, events, and previews. We don't have any previews for you this week. I mean, the previews really were the starter box and the deluxe boxes, which are live now. As a reminder, or to those that have just joined, normally on these streams we do the Realm Table segment, but I'm not doing that today. That's normally a 30-minute segment where I talk to the community. I have maybe some live guests, but we're not doing that today because I definitely should limit how much I'm talking. And also, we're also very late into the evening because we started late, so we're skipping that this week. Instead, we're going to go straight to the community showcase. So this is a section of the stream where we shine the light on you guys in the community. And if you guys ever do fan art and post in our Discord, we will show off fan art. Any creative stories you guys write, we read them out. Any palettes that you've been building, custom palettes we like to show off, things like that. Maybe I may be Welsh, but I can't speak it. Fair enough. Oh yes, yeah, very true, Heron. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. So I'll be honest, this is going to be a very short community showcase session because there's not too much to discuss. But the first thing I want to mention, the biggest news, is welcome to everybody who's joined the community. We have had a massive flurry of people joining our Discord, obviously thanks to Comic-Con. So I want to say, I've said it a few times, but I would like to say a massive welcome from all at Realm Runner Studios to everybody that's joined our Discord community this weekend. It is a pleasure to have you. I hope you feel welcomed. If you have any questions or any issues, I cannot stress enough that you can tag myself, Viridian, in the Discord, or any of the core team for that matter, and we will always look to get back to you ASAP with any concerns, issues, questions, or just to have a chat with us. We are an indie team. We strive for that community engagement, so please don't hesitate to talk to us. And we've got an amazing community that has already been built. We've got, I wouldn't say there's a single person in the Discord that's toxic. Everybody is just wholesome and friendly and welcoming. So yeah, don't be afraid to talk to anybody. And it's all family friendly. I appreciate, we have got some under 18s in the Discord as well. So it's all nice and family friendly and nice and wholesome. So yes, welcoming everybody. For that email, do we just reply to the email or DM via Discord? What does it say in the email, Darth? If it has actions in the email, then do that. If it doesn't actually say anything in the email of which to do, then I imagine it would be via email. Putting a channel in my Discord for this game. Lovely, Luna. Now, Luna, for yourself and any content creators, again, I should mention, it's on our old website, achroma.cards. It is in the process of being moved to our new one. If you go to achroma.cards, I'll put a link in the chat. For those that are content creators that have just joined us this weekend, do not forget to sign up to our ambassador program. So this is a program where you can sign up, and then by signing up, you get a discount code, Luna. If you give that discount code to your, your friends, family, anyone that you are, your followers and any of your viewers, they can use your discount code to get a discount when they buy cards at Achroma, and you are rewarded for every sale with a commission. So at tier 1, you get a 5% discount code and 5% commission. At tier 2, it's 10% and 10%. And at tier 3, they get your viewers get a 10% discount code. You get 15% commission in store credit or 10% in pure cash. If you are a content creator, then once you've started making Achroma content, you can email or speak to myself, and we actually bump you straight up to tier 3. We do need to see that you are making some Achroma content first, but it's definitely worth doing. So yeah, that goes to anybody that is wanting to be a content creator, or just, you don't even have to be a content creator. You can just sign up and give the code to your friends or your colleagues or school friends, whatever. It's a great way of being able to get discounts and also help us spread Achroma around the world. What else have we got in the stream? Team tier 3, but you can sneak it by, oh yeah, you're talking about the decks. I'm sure people use the rabid dog card in the roleplay game with pretty toxic. I mean, in the roleplay game, they roleplay being toxic, but they're not toxic people. I'll be filming when I am home. Brilliant noon. And again, you might have seen in our, I'm not sure if you're in, well, I presume you're in our Discord, Lucy. There is a content creator channel. Please, anytime you do any content that is related to Achroma, please link it in there. Every single week, I will promote your content and also show bits of it as well. So speaking of which, the next part of the stream, I like to mention some of the content creators that have made content this week, and I'm actually going to show some of it. I'm actually going to show some of it off this week because it's really cool. And I'm going to do it by getting the link up. So the first one to mention is, in no particular order, all of the links that I'm mentioning are down below. So we have dracotemple.com. This is a article website run by Echo in the Discord. He makes really cool articles about, palette builds and stuff. And he has brought out a new article this week for Achroma at Comic-Con. So he's done a bit of an article talking about his experiences at Comic-Con. So make sure to check that out. Link is down below. Secondly, we have achroma.tools. That's our website, achroma.tools. So this is a fan-made website by Lewis in the Discord. It's used for, he's got a really cool custom deck builder and stuff like that. But he also does articles, and he has also done an article on his time at MCM, as well as some, there's the Deluxe box opening. So definitely check out that content as well from achroma.tools. We also have Playing Achroma. So this is Playing Achroma is run by Playing Achroma, or Ricky in our Discord. This is another guy who does really cool articles. You can see here that he's done his own take on some keywords and some certain palettes. And he's also I know he hasn't done an article, but on YouTube, if you type in Playing Achroma, you will find him here. He is also a YouTuber as well. He's done loads of YouTube shorts, including stuff about Dexter and his invite to MCM. And he's just done a new video on being at Comic-Con and unboxing his box as well. So you can definitely check out that and give him some love. We've also got a new article from Antti. Now, Antonomy is another one of our creators that do blog posts. He hasn't done anything about MCM, but he has done a keyword highlight on the keyword curse, so definitely check out that this week. And lastly, going back to YouTube, if you search for the Wishwell Traders, yes, it's one of our palettes, you will find their YouTube channel, the Wishwell Traders. They've done a new YouTube short talking about what actually is a Realm Runner. All of their links that I just mentioned are down below, so check out all of their content. All of them are trying to grow their social media, so the more love you can give them, the more content they can make. So please go support our community content creators, folks. So yes, they're lovely. Now, for those that are in the normally weekly live streams, what I normally like to do during the community content is I normally like to do a weekly palette building challenge where I review. No, Lewis, it doesn't. You can have that one for free. I think I did Ricky's as well. For those that don't know, every week I normally do a palette building challenge, and then each week I review the previous ones, pick a winner, and then give you guys a new challenge. Now, just being completely open and honest, folks, I haven't had the time this week to review the ones from last week, nor have I had a chance to make this week's challenge. I've just been too busy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this week's challenge by a week and then talk about it next week. So for the challenge that I set this week, last week, that is now going to be a challenge for this week, is create for me the best palette you can using the keywords hunt or freeze. So I do admit this is only, a challenge you can do if you have the new Last Snow Dragons of Altari set. If you don't have those cards, don't worry, skip this palette building challenge and look at the next one. But feel free to create your palettes. There is a Canvas forum post where you can post your palettes and get all of the details. Shout me out when I get my first article. Of course I will, Taurus. Of course I will. I look forward to reading some of your reviews on the game. Yeah. Cool. So, and with that, folks, that brings me up to the end of the Achroma live stream. Sarah Gear, welcome in. Heron, I'm still a bit confused about it, but I think I mean the code for the RPG app. So let me explain a little bit for you, Sarah. So if you purchase one of these boxes or the bigger box at Comic-Con, then firstly, let me welcome you into the game, Sarah, and say my pleasure to have you in the community. So you will have got one of these cards. I've got my own personal one in front of me. Where did it go? You've got one of these. So the RPG code is going to be ready early next week. So keep hold of this, keep it safe. Don't throw it away in the bin with anything else. And then we're going to be putting an announcement on our Discord and all of our socials, like our Facebook, our website, and everything else. And we'll basically tell you when it's live in the next early next week. And then you'll be able to scan that code and go ahead and grab your you'll be able to unlock your RPG. To be very clear, we were hoping to have it ready by this weekend, but the team have been working tirelessly, and we don't want to release it when it's got a few things missing, so we're just adding the last few bits, and it'll be ready early next week. Hopefully that has clarified for you, Sarah. Time to create my 18 Snow Dragon palette? Yeah. In the run-up to the big prize pool tournament, can the next challenge be create a palette that can beat Raiders? Sure, I can do that, Mark. I can do that. If you don't have the cards, you can still enter with Achroma tool. Yeah, absolutely as well. That is a very good point. Good night, Shaz. Thank you very much for being in the stream. Great. And thank you very much for coming to Comic-Con as well, Shaz. But yeah, so there we go, folks. So that is the end of the Achroma Weekly live stream. To be very clear, this has been a naturally late one because of the circumstances. Normally, this is every week at 7 p.m. So if you haven't already, folks, please, please, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a like on this stream, as it helps the stream a lot and it helps us to grow. And make sure to check out next week's live stream, which will be at 7 p.m, where we will have more news, more events, more previews. We will bring back the Realm Table segment and more community showcase. But otherwise, thank you very much for putting up with my voice. Thank you to everybody that's been active in the chat. I love it when we have a stream with a large active chat. It just makes it puts a smile on my face. So thank you to everybody that's been here with me live. Thank you to everybody that's watched on the recording and taken the time to watch this back as well. I really appreciate you guys as well. And have a fantastic rest of your weekend, all of 2 hours of it, and a great start to your week. I'm going to be very active in the Discord the next few days, so please let me know if there's anything else you guys need. I am going to go get some well-deserved rest. I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you very much, folks. It was lovely meeting all of you. So see you around, and see you next time. I've been Charles Barton, otherwise known as Viridian. This has been the weekly stream. Bye-bye. That's a very low bye-bye, but yeah. Bye, guys.